Once upon a time in a small city in America, a boy was born who would one day change the world. His name was Steve Jobs. This is not just a story about computers. This is the story of courage, creativity, and never giving up. The beginning. Steve Jobs was born in 1955 in San Francisco, California. His birth parents were very young and could not take care of him. So, Steve was adopted by Paul and Clara Jobs, a kind and simple couple. As a child, Steve was curious. He loved to take things apart, radios, machines, anything he could find. He wanted to see how the world worked, but Steve was not an easy student. He got bored in school. Sometimes teachers thought he was a troublemaker. But deep inside, he had a mind full of ideas. A friendship that changed the world. When Steve grew older, he met a boy named Steve Wozniak, who everyone called was a genius at building computers. Jobs was not an engineer like Woz, but he had a gift. He could see the future. Together, they started building computers in a small garage. Just imagine two young men in an ordinary garage trying to make something extraordinary. That garage became the birthplace of Apple. The birth of Apple in 1976. Apple Computer was born. Their first product was the Apple I computer, built by hand. People laughed at first. Who would need a computer at home? They said. But Steve believed. He believed that one day every person would have a computer in their hands. And he was right. Soon, Apple grew fast. They created the Apple II, then the Macintosh. The Macintosh was special lit, had a mouse, and pictures on the screen. It was easy, friendly, and fun. The fall of Steve Jobs, but the road to success is never straight. In 1985, something shocking happened. Steve Jobs was pushed out of Apple, the company he started. Many people thought it was the end of him. Never gave up. He started a new company called Next and bought another company called Pixar. Pixar would later make movies like Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles. Pixar changed the world of movies forever. The great comeback. Years later, Apple was in trouble. The company was losing money. Then in 1997, Apple called Steve back. The man they once pushed out became their savior. Steve brought fresh ideas. He believed that computers should not only be powerful, but also beautiful. He wanted technology to feel like magic. And then came the revolution. First the iMac, then the iPod, then the iPhone, and the iPad. Each product changed how we live, work, and connect. The iPhone especially changed the whole world. Before it, phones could only call and text. After the iPhone, the world was in our pocket. Music, photos, internet, everything. The vision of Steve Jobs was not just a businessman. He was a dreamer. He believed that design was as important as technology. He once said, "People with passion can change the world for the better." He taught us that mistakes are not the end. Getting fired from Apple did not stop him. Instead, it made him stronger. Jobs showed us that it's not about living the longest life, It's about creating something that will live forever. The last days in 2011. Steve Jobs passed away at the age of 56. The world cried for him, but the world also celebrated him. Because Steve Jobs left behind more than products, he left behind a way of thinking. He reminded us to stay hungry, stay foolish. That means never stop learning, never stop dreaming. Our story of the day is about Steve Jobs. He was a great leader who inspired people all over the world. He was not perfect, but his passion and creativity made him a legend. What do you admire most about Steve Jobs? Let's discuss in the comments. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Share this video with your family and friends. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring stories. Thank you for watching. See you next time.